Hi everyone. So this is my last of my online recorded lectures. This is an extremely short one and it just covers a little bit on the developmental aspects of the special senses. And then this one should complete all of chapter 15, and as I said in class, chapter 15 will not be heavily weighted on the final. We'll just have a few questions from it and generally overarching big picture questions. So going into the developmental aspects, all of the special senses are functional to some degree at birth. The chemical senses, you should have probably just normal functionality with these until the fourth decade, and this is when these senses begin to decline. As you can imagine, as we age, things do begin to decline. With vision, the optic vesicles actually develop from the diencephalon in the fourth week of development. They form optic vesicles, which become the optic cups, and their stalks then form the optic nerves. And later on in development, the ectoderm is actually where the lens originates from with the eye. Vision is not fully functional at birth. It is somewhat functional, but not fully. Babies are hyperopic. They see only gray tones, and their eye movements, as you've probably seen with newborns, is fairly uncoordinated. By age 5, most children will have good depth perception and color vision. This should be well developed. And by year 6, all of the development that will have occurred at this age. With age, we tend to see a loss of clarity in the lens, and the dilator muscles are less efficient. This means it takes longer for our eyes to focus when trying to focus in on something. In addition, by age 70, our visual acuity is drastically decreased. Something to look forward to. And then with the ear, the development of this begins in the 3-week-old embryo. The inner ears develop and from the otic placodes, which invaginate into the otic pit and the otic vesicle. The vesicle actually becomes the membranous labyrinth, and then the surrounding mesenchyme becomes that bony labyrinth around the membranous labyrinth. The middle ear structures develop from the pharyngeal pouches, and the branchial groove develops into outer ear structures, so what you would see on the exterior of the head. This ends pretty much all of the developmental aspects. With hearing, you do see a decrease in hearing with age, as you do with most other special senses. Hopefully this gave you a nice, short, brief introduction to the special senses. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. And chapter 15 will be on the final, although it will be a very small portion of the final. Thanks.